And you also recently, or no, not recently, but like in 1987, you met the Pope.
Yeah.
Wow. Now,
even bigger hit.
Now, do you know his last name? How did you happen to meet the Pope?
It's, I think his last name's Wilson. John Paul Wilson.
John Paul Wilson.
I think, I'm not sure.
Well, tell me about meeting the Pope.
You know, Dave would be a good name for a Pope.
Yeah, sure.
Pope Dave.
You know, Dave is a darn good name,
Dave
period.
is an all-American name.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I met him, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you this story. This is
Ran into him at a 7-Eleven, that kind of thing?
No. How about his book? Let's talk about his book.
Yeah, number one, it's a smash hit, the bestseller
It's
around
a
the world.
polarizer, Tim Allen, the Pope.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, doing really well.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the same kind of book, too, I think, isn't it?
It's a similar book. Now, you know, the deal with the Pope's book, it came on the list at about 5, and then the Pope did the Ricky Lake Show, and it jumped to 1.
Is he on
That's
there?
right, yes. Met the Pope, 1987. Take us back. Tell us what it was like.
I'll tell you how this happened.
Recreate this scene for us.
Okay. I'm in the Vatican, hanging. no, shooting pool. And I get crack wise with this guy in a white suit. No, there's a priest from Pittsburgh who's tight with Pope, right-hand man, kind of.
Sounds like the start of a limerick.
When he was coming,
there was a priest from Pittsburgh.
when he's coming over for the last big tour of the United States, he wanted to. They were setting up meeting people. He was coming here, coming there, and I was invited to represent. And I don't know why. Oh, because my association with this guy in Pittsburgh, he was a friend of a friend. And they said, would Michael be part of an entertainment contingent to meet him?
Right.
I said, well, gee, you know, thank you very much. I'm really honored, but I feel a little bit like a hypocrite. You know, I'm gonna.
Had the Pope seen your movies, Mr. Mom? Had he
That's
seen
why I
Mr.
felt
Mom?
like a hypocrite. No.
See Batman, Clean and Sober? He saw those movies?
I swear to God, this is the truth. They had seen Johnny Dangerously, and they loved it. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. In the Vatican, they thought it was very funny. I'm not lying. So he said. So I say, you know, I feel it is very odd. He says, but they had just screened 9.5 weeks, which they liked, but no. They said, would you like, and I said, I'd feel a little hypocritical because I've really been practicing, you know, and I said...
Well, the kind of life you've led, sure.
Sure,
yeah.
right. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. My mother went to Mass every morning of her life, and I figured this is time for a payoff, and I pay back. And I said,
guess what, Mom? This is what you've been praying for every day.
Well, no, wait a minute. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll do this, and I'll show up and be part of this group if you guarantee the Pope meets my mother.
Well, that's very nice of you. That's a darn nice thing to do.
I said, if it can't be, you know, we don't know how you're doing. He's got to walk over and, you know, shake hands or whatever. So we're in South Carolina at the stadium. He walks in, gives a speech. It's unbelievable. They go crazy. And he's walking off, and he's on his way to the car to go back to the airport, and there's a lineup of people to meet the Pope. And they tell you ahead of time, protocol says you don't have to kiss the ring. You don't have to kiss the ring. Don't feel like you have to kiss the ring.
It's expected in most cases to
Not
kiss the ring?
necessarily. Yeah, it is. And so...
What if you miss and kiss his watch? What happens there? Is that a problem?
Well, so listen, so I say, I'm thinking to myself, I ain't doing it. I would really be a hypocrite if I, you know.
You'd feel odd.
I'd feel odd. I'd feel like, you know, I say all these things. I think I have this intellectual approach to what I feel about anything. Anyway, I'm saying I'll be a hypocrite. I'm not doing it. He starts here. He starts walking down and blessing people, and people are kissing the ring, and he's blessing them. People are kissing the ring, and I'm watching, and I'm thinking, what's the downside of kissing the ring?
It can't hurt.
It's not like, you know, you're going to get there and somebody's going to say, shouldn't have kissed the ring.
Yeah, no.
Nobody's going to say that.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to say that. And they might say, boy, were you smart that you kissed the ring. So he comes up to my mother, and she's sitting there in a chair, and he actually says to her, I swear to God, he blesses her. She kisses the ring, and I'm standing next to her, and he starts to come to me, goes back to her, and says to my mother, you pray for me. You pray for me. So now I'm really, my knees are going, don't Jackie Gleason. So I'm thinking, maybe I ought to kiss the ring. He didn't even make I had his hand. He's going like, yeah.
Get him away.
This is what he did. He wiped it.
Well, good for you. And your mom, that must have been the thrill of her life.
Yeah.
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 You know, I was thinking today, the movie Speechless. Now, you've worked with Gina Davis before. This is an excellent combination.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is like Hepburn and Tracy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's exactly right. It's like Hepburn and Tracy.
and I was hoping that you had a clip of this film to show.
I don't.
You don't have a clip?
You're
of this?
really praying there'd be one.
I wanted a clip because I
Oh,
think
sure.
people want to see this dynamic between you and Gina
It
Davis.
is good.
Yeah, it's
We could
great.
act something out. You and
No,
I.
no,
You
no,
do
no,
Gina.
no. We have a clip.
All right.
We have a clip.
You do really?
I'm sure we have a clip. Roll the clip. I think this is Speechless. Go ahead, roll that, Hal. No, that's not it. Okay, get that off of there. That's not. No, get it off. Okay, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
You know.
No, that was a mistake. That wasn't anything. It has nothing to do with the movie, does it?
Well, there is a scene very similar to that. So.
All right, roll it again. Let's see a little more of that. Here we go. Yeah, sure. All right, get it off of there. It's a monkey washing a cat. You're not going to see that everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. But it's a
By the
fascinating.
way, Rupert serves up some damn fine monkey over there.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, there's some good chimp
It's a
over there.
good thing you kissed that ring, son. But the movie is sort of like it's speechwriters. It's like political advisors. It's like Madeline and Carville.
Yeah, but it was written before then, and it had nothing to do with them. And actually, it's political backdrop, and it's a real romantic comedy between.
It's nice. It's fun. It's exciting. It's romantic. It's interesting. It's current.
Yeah.
It's
funny.
Yeah, funny and
Romantic.
opens December 16th.
December 16th.
Yeah.
You
What do you
wanna
want to
go?
do now? You want to go back to Rupert's?
Let's go, baby.
All right, there we go. Michael, nice to see you again.
Hey,
Thank you very
thanks.
much for coming.
Thank
Good
you.
luck with the film. Michael Keaton, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right